Beard Wizard family, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Beard Wizard Man, also known as Trevor on social media. Links all which you can find in the video description below, including ways to support this channel, like clicking that red subscribe button and joining the Beard Wizard family. We are so close to our goal of 3,000 for this year, so I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody who has clicked that button and who will click that button. We are at 2892, 2893 or something like that. So we're so close, and I think we're going to get there. And then we'll move on to our goal of 5,000 for next year, which will be halfway to I think the next milestone. I think, I'm not sure. But the main thing is more people seeing more of the content, more of the music, more of the art and stuff that we create and talk about here, and the creators that we discuss and try to showcase. So that's the whole point. This is a live review show, not necessarily reactions, so I don't want you guys to get the wrong impression. I have listened to this song, and I'm going to tell you what I think about it. Now that means I'm going to talk about it. It seems like almost every week now somebody pops into one of these and says, oh, why'd you pause it and talk about stuff? You ruined the flow of the song or whatever. This is a review channel. I'm going to review the things that we look at. That means I'm going to talk about them. If this isn't the format for you, I wish you the best of luck in finding the types of shows on YouTube that you appreciate. But when you come to a review show, you kind of have to expect that you're going to get a review of whatever that we're talking about. That's just how it works. That's what this is. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you're in the live stream, say hi. If you're watching the recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And this is a newer, well, it's not necessarily a new song, but it's a new video from Light in Babylon. Hopefully I don't butcher this, but it's called Yeni, Dunya. And this is an acoustic version that they recorded in their on their recent trip to Japan. And one of the things that I love about this band is not only the beautiful music. Michelle, I think her name is Michelle's voice, is haunting and beautiful, but this is a band made up of an Israeli of Iranian descent, I believe a French guy, I think a Jewish guy. I'm trying to remember. It listed where everybody was from, and it's like this is such a mix of people from all over the world who have come together to create this beautiful art. And I'm trying to think, the guy there I think is Priam, but I'm not sure. It's definitely doesn't look like Julian, who's the French guy. But this band is a multicultural, multi-ethnic, multi-religious, like this band shows what people are capable of when they come together to create beauty rather than to foment hate. And we need a lot more of this in the world now and in the future. So it's one of the things that I love about this band, not just their talent, but what they embody is something beautiful. So we're going to take a look at this song. I don't have English lyrics for it. I don't know what the song is about, but we will talk about the music. And this is from their new album too, which bears the same name as the song. So here we go. This is Yeni Dunya from Light in Babylon. Cheers. I'm going to back up. And so the opening to the song is gorgeous. And one of the things that stands out is that drum. I've always kind of been fascinated by the amount of sound and different sounds that early human cultural instruments have been able to produce, because we today a band will have a drum set with all kinds of drums and cymbals and all, just so many different ways of creating multiple sounds with just an array of instruments in front of them on a set. And here we have one drum this woman is playing with both her hands, and all of her fingers, if you watch, and creating so many different sounds, the sound of a bass, the sound of a tom, the click of her fingers against the rim, almost like a snare drum. And I love that, whether it be a bodrum or a bongo, or try to think, I don't know the names of all the different singular drums around the world, but that's always been something really cool to me, is how before we had drum sets, humans were able to find a way to create so many different sounds on one single instrument. Especially like when you look at a guitar, it's got a multitude of strings. If you look at sitars and harps and pianos, and all of those instruments have a lot of different ways to make sound, because they're constructed of a lot of different pieces and parts that make those sounds. But a drum, obviously she's using different parts of the drum head to create those sounds, but it is one instrument made of just a few parts, but in a sense, the playing surface of the drum is very limited, and they still create some pretty complex sound. I love that. Sorry, I babbled on a lot about that drum. Like I said, I don't have the lyrics, so I don't know what exactly the song is about, or what obviously the lyrics are. The title of the song means New World, if I understand right from what I read, and her voice sounds almost hopeful, but also melancholy. The tone of the song, I hear longing in her voice, and so I feel like, the song being called New World, maybe it is something about what they're hoping for that the future would be, that maybe we'll find some peaceful future for human beings, some way to live together, some way to coexist without all of the awfulness that we have today. Now, I don't want to say I'm a total pessimist. I obviously don't believe that we will ever get rid of all of the bad things ever, but I do believe that as we have progressed to where we are now, the world has gotten steadily better. Whether you believe that or not, it has. And I think it feels worse because we can see bad things happen faster. The advent of social media and even cable news brought news to the world faster than local news. And before local news, you had, radio. And before that, everything was paper, so as our access to world events has increased in scope and speed, it feels like the world is not getting better. But honestly, if you look at all the data, it is. But I don't think it'll ever be perfect. But I do believe that there is reason to hope. Sorry, something popped up on my laptop, and I was like, what is that? I believe there's reason to hope that we will continue to get better, and that some things that currently exist in this world may just become a dark part of our history, as a lot of other things have. There's a lot of things that no longer happen anymore. that are just notes in a history book. And hopefully, I think that's maybe what this is longing for a time where some of the dark things that we see today are just distant memories and notations in a history book. That longing. Her voice is gorgeous. Beautiful way to end it. I don't want to get this wrong. So that was Metehen on the santur, the instrument santur. It sounds, I mean, it reminds me of a sitar, or but I know it's not it, or a dulcimer. There are just so many instruments around the world that have almost become unknown because nobody plays them anymore. Except specialists in very small, fields. What a beautiful way to end that song. What a gorgeous song. And I encourage you to check out Light of Babylon's channel. They have some really cool stuff, some beautiful songs, and definitely give them a follow. Make sure you follow here. We're almost to our goal, so keep pushing, keep clicking that red button, and come back for more. I'm going to try to give you some Tarkov this weekend, and some more content, hopefully, depending on how the weekend goes. It's been a long few weeks, so I'm looking forward to a weekend of relaxation, but I will try to give you guys some content. I'll see you guys all again soon. You have a great one. Much love. Bye.